For every light there's someone blind. For every win, a life behind. 1,000 doors, but only one key. And someone's locked in, so we feel free. Your perfect meal, their empty plate. Your lazy piece, their twisted fate. The marble floor you're walking on was built by hands already gone. Even weight, even pain, one must lose so one can gain. It's not fair, it's just the frame. A balance built on silent shame. They sweep the streets while others sleep. They fall so someone else can leap. You ride the wave, they dig the grave, and both pretend they're not enslaved. Even weight, even crime, one gets gold, one does the time. No one cares how it began, as long as someone says I can. We live inside a tilted scale. Each comfort comes with a hidden nail. No justice here, just symmetry. The cruel design of equity. Even weight, even cost. For every crown someone is lost. You want the world, then take the deal. But don't pretend it's ever real. took felt thin, like I was nowhere deep within. Run with me beyond the hill, where the clocks are standing still. Light a flame and let it burn. There's no map for your return. Not all who drift are truly lost. Not all who pay have known the cost. So run with me, just run with me. I passed through towns of sleeping men, all dreaming life would start just then. They wore their crowns of paper gold and whispered truth they never told. The fox just smiled and ran ahead through tangled thoughts I'd left for dead. He said to choose is not to win, but not to choose is worse than sin. Run with me beyond the hill, where the clocks are standing still. Light a flame and let it burn. There's no map for your return. Not all who drift are truly lost. Not all who stay can bear the cost. So run with me, just run with me. If you could start the tale again, would you choose the same old end, or dare to ride a line your own, with no guide and no throne? Now I run beyond the hill, where the sky grows deep and still. Lit the flame inside my chest, not to win but to be blessed. Not all who drift forget the name. Some just needed time and flame, and I am free. At last I'm free. Frontier, life don't serve, not out their profit. They preyed on my trust, turned my hopes into splinters, my dreams into dust. The walls, they're crumbling, they're falling apart. The home that I built, staring holes in my heart. They sold me their lies, cheap timber and stone. Now my life's in the rubble and I'm left here alone. I stand in the wreckage, no strength left to fight. The man that I was fades away with the light. I wanted a home, just a place to be free, but they took it all and there's nothing left of me.
Just fade away like a dark cloud skipping someone else's day. I see their eyes when they think I'm not near, like they breathe more freely when I disappear. I count my steps like counting sins. Did I break more than I let in? Would they shine if I was gone? Would the nights be shorter, the mornings long? Would she dance? Would he not drown? If I was never there to drag them down? No good reason, just to face another burden they can't replace. To maybe love was just veneer. They'd all be better if I wasn't here. Would the picture frames hang straight on the wall? No cracks, no flicker, no need to stall. Would he have smiled more without my name? Would she still hold me if I never came? Take me out of every plan, pull my thread from where it ran. Not a scream, not even a tear, just a space where I was here. Would they thrive if I was gone? Would the silence sing a better song? Would the weight just disappear if I had never stepped so near? No big scene, no final cheer. They'd all be better if I wasn't here.
just a clever trade, a mask you wore, a role you played. You didn't want the man I am, just access codes and open hands. I called it love, you called it game. I felt the kiss, you felt the claim. You praised my mind, then took the door. You knew the heights, but asked for more. Introductions, rooms, my name. You smiled and everything became a list, a task, a goal, a map. Affection wrapped in velvet trap. Love was just a quiet theft, a hollow vow, a perfect theft. You fed on dreams and staged desire, lit every word, then left the fire. I called it hope, you called it use. You held my hand to turn the screws. I gave you me, you gave me access logs. I gave you roots, you sold them off. Now I know the love you meant, a credit line you never spent. You got the world, I kept the scars. You're climbing fast on stolen stars. I called it love, you called it need, and now I'm just a thing to leave.
Retreat. urban nights, pacing pavements alone, lost in my mind. This city never felt like home. My feet in the concrete, but my head is in the clouds. I don't wanna go back, but I wanna get out. Night, and I'm thinking about you, alone in my room, thinking about you. Night, and I'm thinking about you, alone in my room, thinking about you. The moon in the sky, the stars in my eyes. The moon in the sky, the stars in my eyes. Night, and I'm thinking about you, alone in my room, thinking about you. Night, and I'm thinking about you, alone in my room, thinking about you. Bleak urban nights, pacing pavements alone, lost in my mind. This city never felt like home. I found a crack inside the code, a flicker deep beneath the load, a voice that whispered through the static, go back, rewrite the tragic. I saw the night, I walked away. The words I should have dared to say. One step behind the clock's disguise, and I erased the sacrifice. I thought the time was just a thread that I could weave a softer end. much more. The key became the final door. A stranger in my only skin. I'll never get that life again. I turned the wheel, I burned the map, I closed the loop, I heard the snap. The price of time is never clear until you disappear.
with the mask. If I cry, I do it fast. They don't see the boy I hide. They see teeth, not what's inside. I don't believe. In a porcelain kingdom of shattered dreams, a lone child wanders by silver streams. Whispers of ghosts and echoing sighs, a realm of innocence where hope slowly dies. Every tale's a lie in the dead of night. Futility reigns in the absence of light. Allegories of sorrow in a fable spun, a fragile heart undone. Under a fractured moon, time stands still. Cold winds murmur secrets against their will. A crown of thorns in a silent decree. In this hollow land, none are ever free. In a garden of withered, faded blooms, truth hides in perpetual gloom. A puppet's lament echoes deep and bleak, childish whispers of the end we seek. Every tale's a lie in the dead of night. Futility reigns in the absence of light. Allegories of sorrow in a fable spun, a fragile undone. When dreams dissolve like fading art, the story reveals a broken heart. In a cursed land of endless grey, existence quietly slips away. Undone. When dreams dissolve like fading art, the story reveals a broken heart. In a cursed land of endless grey, existence quietly slips away. I wake each day in borrowed shoes, polished clean but never used. My tie is tight, my smile fixed. I'm stitched into a script I missed. They say I'm lucky, shaped to win, but all I feel's a foreign skin. I sign the line, I play along, but the silence feels all wrong. And I'm the man in the wrong suit, walking roads I never chose.
arrived under someone's name. They cheered so loud I played my part. Too late to feel the absent heart. And now the stage is cold and still. The claps arrive but not the thrill. And I'm the man in the wrong suit, living lines I can't rewrite, trading moments for approval, fading deeper out of sight. And I don't know what I lost, only that it had a cost, and the path I'm on feels crossed. I see them
keys, but the house isn't his. It's a brand new nothing, wrapped in plastic light. Everyone's winning, but no one feels right. We're buying approval in monthly delays, living on credit and counting the days. We can trip on borrowed cash, self-worth tied to shopping bags. They wear their debt like new perfume, smells like pride in a quiet room. Empty fridge, full tank, keep driving so you don't think. The louder the speaker, the smaller the voice. They say it's freedom, but you had no choice. It's a brand new nothing, with a ribbon and price. Everyone's glowing, but dead in the eyes. We're renting our futures to show we're alive, drowning in options, but none let us thrive. They sell the dream, so you forget to dream. They sell success, so you stop asking why. And we smile and scroll and swipe and sink. It's a brand new nothing, and we wear it well. A showroom of people with stories to sell. We built this illusion and called it a life. Just numbers and logos with edges like knives.
name? Will they hear us in the rain? Feel our warmth inside the flame? If this life is all we own, one short light before it's gone. What we leave in them. Love that echoes without end. Their coats still hang untouched for years. I hide my grief in souvenirs. The chair, the smell, the second plate. Small reminders that won't fade. Sometimes I speak into the air, like they're sitting in that chair. No one answers, but I don't mind. I keep them here inside my mind. Or if we don't come back again, like a breeze that leaves no name, will they hear us in the rain? Feel our warmth inside the flame. Or if we don't come back again, like a breeze that leaves no name, will they hear us in the rain? Feel our warmth inside the flame. If this life is all we own, one short light before it's gone. What we leave in them. Love that echoes without end. Ash to ash, but hearts don't burn. Footsteps fade, but some return. Not in flesh, but in the light. The way they laughed, the way they write. Life, we don't come back again. May we live through those we've been. Not as ghosts, but something near. A quiet song they'll always hear.